often racing. Shibu misses it and is left at the back of the field as they make their way towards the 6 furlong point. And Lucy in the Sky takes on that lead. Lucy in the Sky from Justin Biden racing down into second, now overtaken by Conundrum. Right against the rail, Storm watches them in fourth, just behind Storm. That is Sensational Gold overtaking Storm along with Exotic Light. Then comes Solo Black, and racing at the back of the field, the slow starter. That's Shibu. They head toward the four, and it is on that lead, Lucy in the Sky. Conundrum watching closely. They're about 3 lengths in front of Justin Biden. Then comes Storm, making every weather of it at the moment. Sensational Gold is right there too. They're about 6 in front of Exotic Light, Solo Black, and still at the back of the field. That is Shiboom. They're coming at the top of the lane, and it is on that lead now. Conundrum has escaped them, and Conundrum is in front. Coming on the inside, that's Justin Biden out wide, still there. That's Lucy in the Sky, Conundrum in front. But here comes Justin Biden creeping up against the rail. Justin Biden, and now Justin Biden hits the front from Conundrum, still fighting, coming out wide. And coming on, that Solo Black coming out wide too. Sensational Gold, but it is Storm is beginning to fly in the late stages, and now Storm gets ahead, and Storm goes on to win. Storm beats Solo Black. Then comes up Justin Biden back in fourth. That's a Sensational Gold.
They're off. They had Cornerstone, got off the slowest of them all. Unruly Mode dashes quickly through to open up a 4-length lead. Run, Julie, run. The Grey is chasing. A McEnroe is showing some speed. Is that a fact? And Divine Force race up as a team in behind as they head away now down the back stretch toward the 6. Linguist is following these. Interesting times ahead of the pink sleeves on the outside of I Dream Again. Supremacy joining that with Oil Machine. The head Cornerstone has made some ground after the poor start. Sister and Treasure races up next, then Sure Delight and the late running Captain Sparrow last as they've left the 5 and run toward the final half of a mile. On Arulimo out in front, slowed down by Radish Roman. Mac and Rome edging closer. Run, Julie, run in between horses. Is that a fact? Racing on the outside. A break back to Linguist. Divine Force now shaken up for run. There goes the head Cornerstone. Supremacy and I Dream Again run shoulder to shoulder. In behind them, Oil Machine. Interesting times ahead now making ground. Share Delight also picking up as they've left the 3. Captain Sparrow now looking about to overtake 1. That is Sister and Treasure trailing as they're coming into the top of the lane. A quarter of a mile to run, and it's 3 abreast. Run, Julie, run in between horses. Is that a fact? Racing out 3 wide. Unruly Mo is still there now and fighting hard. Linguist is down against the rail, but now is that a fact? Claims the lead. Here is Run, Julie, run on the rail now, closing with a flourish. Is that a fact? Run, Julie, run, breathing down the neck of the leader. Is that a fact? Is that a fact? Continuing to fight hard and fending off Run, Julie, run. Is that a fact? Wins it over. Run, Julie, run. Then Linguist, Sure Delight. Could be the head Cornerstone back in 5th. They're off. Attila steps out way at the back of the field, giving the rest a huge advantage. And Slam Sharp now goes on to get that lead. 1 Code is rushing there. A drop-off is racing in between horses. Just racing toward the outside, that's Blind Vengeance. And these are the ones that dispute the early lead as they head away now toward the final half of a mile. Slam Sharp out in front. Being chased on the outside by Joyful Surprise, who has made good progress. Drop-off is in a handy spot. 1 Code races up next. Blind Vengeance left about a dozen lengths off that lead. A break back to Fortunate Blessing, overtaken now by Attila. Till You Ride races up next, and Bring Me Back is a long way last. They're coming into the top of the lane. They're into it now. And can they catch Slam Sharp? That's the question being asked. And Slam Sharp is full of run, arriving at the final 3/16. It is Slam Sharp with a clear advantage. 1 Code trying to close up. Right against the rail in the blue silks. That's Joyful Surprise. But it is all Slam Sharp now getting touches of the stick. Inside the final 16th. They're not going to get back to Slam Sharp and the veteran Shane Ellis. Slam Sharp wins by maybe double digits over one code. Joyful Surprise is next. Attila coming in next. And the favorite one code is back in fifth.
Ready for a start. They're off and racing. Came out in a very good line as Princess Ifia wants that lead. Princess Ifia, the hot dancer. These two locked up for it. So it's Princess Ifia on the inside, the hot dancer racing just on the outside. Then comes Babla coming around into third. Loyal Action racing back into fourth. Then comes a Princess Aquila just behind that one. That is I'm Interested. Then comes a Diamond Rock, followed through by Papa Gray and racing at the back of the field. That is a Sneaky Joe. They're going to come into the lane shortly, and this fight continues. Princess Ifia and the hot dancer still hooked up on that lead. Princess Ifia narrowly from the hot dancer, running down on the outside and coming on. And coming on the rail, that's Loyal Action. Coming out wide, Babla. They're at the top of the lane, and it is still Princess Ifia fighting off all and sundry. Loyal Action trying to come on the inside. Princess Ifia tying up. Here comes Loyal Action on the inside, and Loyal Action now hits the front. Princess Ifia still there fighting. Papa Gray coming on, also coming on back the hot dancer, but it's Loyal Action in front. Papa Gray trying to come to get to Loyal Action, but Loyal Action beats Papa Gray. Princess Ifia.
They're off. The digital one just misses it at the back. Incredible Joe didn't take off that well either. A gift from Ben shows good speed. Prince Saman running the rail. Teflon Don is there. Incredible Joe hidden from view. Now begins to make gains on those leaders as the field arrives at the half mile. They run past the 7/16th, and it's Dothraki now who goes for that lead. Incredible Joe just in behind. A gift from Ben is running close in third. A break back to Prince Saman, Teflon Don, Digital One. Now picking up on the outside. Chocomo races at the back of the field. They're coming into the lane, just a quarter of a mile to run. Dothraki in between horses. A gift from Ben now pressing on the inside. Incredible Joe needs to do more as Dothraki continues to lead them. A merry chase. Inside now the final 3/16th. It is Dothraki, the American invader. Prince Aman asked to close upon the rail. Here is Digital One kicking in, but Dothraki continues to hold the lead inside the final 16th. Digital One now under a bustling ride beginning to fly, but Dothraki will take it. Digital One is second. Teflon Don third, Prince Aman fourth, a gift from Ben is fifth.
They're off and racing. Santa Fe misses it and is left at the back of the field as going for that lead. On the inside, that is Moonlight Song. Moonlight Song, just ahead of Moonlight Song now, that's Sparkling Fire. Sparkling Fire in front of Moonlight Song. Bad Bad Tanisha comes next. Then comes Humble Lady back in fifth. That is racing in fifth. That's Bad Girl Chelsea, now joined by You're My Sweetie. Vulnerable comes next and racing way at the back of the field at Santa Fe there at the top of the lane, and it is Sparkling Fire in front of Moonlight Song. Coming down on the inside, that's Bad Bad Tanisha. Sparkling Fire still in front, enjoys a 3 or 4 length advantage. Here comes a Bad Bad Tanisha coming on the rail. Sparkling Fire coming to the furlong pole with a good looking lead. Bad Bad Tanisha cutting into it and coming out wide. That's You're My Sweetie. It's still Sparkling Fire hanging tough, and Sparkling Fire will land this one. Sparkling Fire going all the way. Will win by about 3 lengths. Bad Bad Tanisha is second. Back in third, that's You're My Sweetie.
Starter Michael Sims gets into position to get them underway for the first of 10. They're off for the first. Alchemy of Souls came out just a bit slowly along with Royal Maverick. A Big LA has dash and shows it as they run away now toward the final 6. No Apology racing down on the outside, a close-up second. Right with them, I'm Outstanding, also in a handy position. A break back to Khaleesi as they lead the 6. Royal Maverick races just in front of Midnight Runner now making ground against the rail. Alchemy of Souls beginning to pick up after the slow start. Roaring Kitty attached to the outside. And last of all, it's Candy Girl as they've left the 5 and make their way now toward the final half of a mile. Big LA attempts to go gate to wire, leading up by some 3.5 lengths. No Apology chasing. Midnight Runner has made steady progress. Khaleesi also going after those leaders. Royal Maverick is a further 3 lengths back. Alchemy of Souls is under the pump. Royal Maverick hidden from view on the outside of a Roaring Kitty, and forget I'm Outstanding coming to a walk. Something gone awry as the field arrive at the 5/16. Khaleesi now coming through to take that lead from Big LA, beginning to fade back into second. It's Khaleesi at the top of the lane with a champion jockey Radish Roman, and they set sail for home as they arrive at the final 3/16, and Khaleesi begins to turn the power on, getting cracks of that left-hand stick and a quick change of hold, and Khaleesi enjoys a good-looking lead with a furlong to run. Alchemy of Souls trying to close up with Midnight Runner on the outside, but it is Khaleesi inside the final 16th, the lead shortening a bit. Khaleesi under pressure now. Here's Alchemy of Souls charging up on the outside. Khaleesi fading. Alchemy of Souls grabs Khaleesi in the end to win it. Midnight Runner is third. Royal Maverick is fourth. Roaring Kitty coming from nowhere is fifth.